everybody, Joel is here. So in this video, you'll learn a little bit more about the dashboard that we've created for people to give some visibility and transparency when it comes to the leads that are coming in, how many they're closing, how many are actually they're doing estimates for, and how much money are they actually making. So is it actually effective? Because a lot of times, a lot of the contractors that I work with, they don't really know if the leads that I'm sending them are doing well or if they're getting bang for the buck, right? So the reason I created this dashboard is to be able to have that level of transparency to see if it's actually working for you. Because I've created an alert already. I know you've all been doing it. You've all been getting the alerts on your phones. Whenever a call comes in or a form that comes in, it always goes straight to your phone. But those are one instances to where it's a day-to-day or instance by instance type of thing. But it's kind of hard to see if it's actually working or not if you're looking at it from day to day. The reason that I created this dashboard so you can see it if it's actually working month by month and if it's actually working year by year, or not year by year, but overall on all time stats. So bear with me here. I know there's a bunch of things happening here in this dashboard, but let's focus on the white place first. So I created a way for it to be automated whenever a call comes in and whenever a form comes in through the site that we're providing for you, right? So whenever there's a call or phone call or missed call or even a form submission, it's gonna show up here. So what I want to do is simulate that. So let's say I'm gonna simulate that using this program. This is basically just creating a new line, and then it's creating a new lead here, right? So let's create a couple more. Okay, there's a second one, third one, okay. All right, so we have this many leads, right? Let's do 5. See how these are test dummy data, and let's say this one is in the month of 11th. Then this one is on December, and this one is in December. Okay, so that's what happens whenever somebody calls or texts or whatever, or somebody does a form. They get inputted here. But you see a few things happen here. It created month by month data. It's all 0% and $0 because we haven't really filled out anything yet. But what you need to do, or you or the estimator or your receptionist needs to do, is to fill this out. Did you actually quoted them? Did you actually quote these jobs? I'm just gonna fill this in by random. And then how much did you quote them? You see how this is doing all the calculations for you already? So this is saying on the month of the 10th month on 2023, you got 44% show seen rates, right? Quoted rates. So let's say, I don't know, I'm gonna throw in some numbers here just to show you how this works. Okay, so once I started filling that in, only the ones that are filled in, it's calculating that by revenue. But the reason why it's not showing up here yet is because we don't know if the customer has actually accepted it. So like I said, whether you or estimator or your receptionist fills this out, let's say this guy, the customer accepted it, this person did, this person didn't, and this person did, this yes, and then no, and then yes. Let's say that. See how it does all the back end calculations? This way you'll be able to see how you're doing month by month, right? So that means you can see the percentages of how many you've seen, the revenue that you've collected that month, and of course, or that you made that month, and then of course how many what's your close rates, and you can even track if you've given them a review, asked them for a review or not, right? So that's how this basically goes. So that being said, when that happens, you can see it, and you can see a trend month by month how well you're doing, right? And the reason why that's so powerful is because you can see, hey, for whatever reason, let's say month of November, your close rate, well, it's not showing here, but let's say your close rate was pretty low. Like let's say on the 10th month, your close rate is seen rate is pretty low. Well, why is that? Is it because that we're not seeing enough people, or we're just not picking up the phone, or what's going on there? You can diagnose, you can start a conversation where is the trouble in your pipeline, right? When it comes to the close rate, hey, why is our close rate lower this month? Well, maybe because we hired a new person that needs to be training. So hopefully you can see how the value of this, because you're able to diagnose where is the problem, right? And of course, the lifetime value, or not lifetime stats of everything else. So this is basically an aggregate of all the stuff that since this started, right? So you can see how much, hopefully you can see how much money we have made you, right? So that's the idea here. Hopefully this is making sense, because we put in a lot of hours thinking about how to actually have some kind of transparency when it comes to our work, because the onesie twosie alerts when it comes to your text messages is nice to see as leads come in and as calls come in, but it's not enough to show you, hey, this is actually working months. What does this look like? You can see the trends months at a time. And we even went one step further, and we wanted to show you a visual metrics of things, how things are happening. So the green part is basically the total revenue, how much you've made month by month, and this is basically the percentages of the seen and the close rates of your team. And hopefully this is making sense, and hopefully this is showing you value, and it will automatically make new months as it progresses. And yeah, that's it for now. That's hopefully this is making sense again, because we've put in a lot of hours doing this and creating this, because this is basically a solution, a direct solution to people complaining, hey, how are we actually doing? Because we have to both, this helps you and us, right? So we want to make sure that we can see and you can see how we are doing and how you're doing, and you want to see for yourself also, right? Because you want to make sure that you're getting as much juice out of the service that we're providing, and this is how we can show it. Anyways, hopefully that's making sense, and I guess that's it for now. If you have any questions, please do let me know, or whoever your contact person is, and I'll see you on the other side. Talk to you later. Bye bye.